Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending this morning's workshop. Agency Inovasi Malaysia is proud to welcome Dr. David Hailey to Malaysia. This is his first of what we hope would be many visits to this wonderful country of ours. David is the creator of Thinking Maps, the Thinking Maps model that will be introduced to 10,000 Malaysian schools by 2014. And I believe there's no greater satisfaction in knowing an entire nation is implementing a module on thinking that you have created. Mr. Hailey is the author of the primary training resources for implementing Thinking Maps, and also the co-director of Thinking Schools International, the president of Designs for Thinking, and founding director of Thinking Foundation, a non-profit organization supporting research, development, and advocacy for thinking, as being the foundation for schools around the world. He's a very thinking person, as I mentioned to him when I first met him. I'm almost certain that he will also keep his word about returning to Malaysia, as he apparently fell in love with our food. I would also like to thank our esteemed panelists for taking time off to join us this morning. And to this end, please allow me to introduce Professor N.S. Rajendran from the Prime Minister's Department, Professor Bahaman Abdussamad from University Putra, Malaysia, Dr. Bala Sandran Ramaya from Institute Aminuddin Baki, Mr. Richard Cummings from Thinking Schools International, UK. Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed tremendous change over the past decade with technological innovations, globalization, and the advent of new teaching methods and tools. Malaysia realizes that we too need to keep pace with these changes, or we will be left behind in our quest to attain developed nation status, a target that we have set for ourselves in the year 2020. The present education system has served us well, providing knowledgeable people for the civil service, the private sector, and the business world. We have seen much progress in all sectors of the economy, especially with all who have benefited from a sound education in Malaysia and abroad, fitting like cogs in the wheel of a strong Malaysian economic engine and bringing about success, stability, and prosperity for the nation. With the advent of the 21st century, new needs have arisen that have taken on a new turn, and these have demanded for distinct, specialized skills by employers. Several decades ago, fresh graduates would take their time and learn on the job. But in this fast-paced era, there's a need for employees and management staff to hit the ground running. It has become apparent that school leavers and graduates who join the workforce have not only to be knowledgeable about their tasks, duties, and how to perform them, they also need to be innovative and creative, have critical and analytical thinking skills to tackle the day-to-day workload and challenges. In other words, our graduates must be fully armed with hard and soft skills to face the real world. It is no longer possible for them to hope for guidance from colleagues and superiors, especially when some of the issues that crop up are unique and deal with situations of the present day. Today, you have people doing all kinds of jobs that no one had heard of 20 years ago. We have professional bloggers, green engineers, molecular chefs, and so on. It is predicted that 70 or 80% of the jobs that our children and their children will hold do not exist now. So do not be surprised if in future you hear your grandchildren say they're going to be a cloud controller or a digital architect or a simplicity consultant. Accepting that globalization and technological changes already have an impact on how we prepare our youngsters and those about to step into the job market, it is imperative that we prepare them for it, failing which the speed and extent of change may well take us by surprise. With this in mind, Agency Inovasi Malaysia has set to find ways to get our future generations to be able to rise to the challenges that they may face when they leave the education system to seek employment. It is obvious that the skill sets they need are an analytical mind, be critical thinkers, and be able to think out of the box to offer processes and solutions that are unconventional and provide new perspectives to everyday issues. One of the initiatives that AIM has created, with the fervent support of the Ministry of Education, is the I Think program. And if there's one single outcome that we can take from it, we wish for it to be to improve humanity. This is one of the first steps towards equipping our young school children with these skills. Preliminary results from the schools involved in the pilot program have already shown that I Think will equip Malaysia's next generation of innovators to think critically and be agile and adaptable in meeting the challenges of the future. The program creates an environment that encourages school children to ask questions and share knowledge with one another. I hope you will see some of the outcomes illustrated by the head teachers and also Professor Bahaman later today. The I Think program helps schools impart thinking skills to students, allowing them to be lifelong learners, great at solving problems, and coming up with creative solutions. And the program is rolling out to 1,000 schools in 2013 and to all schools by 2014. I Think is a paradigm shift from teacher-centric to a student-centric system to ensure our students not only embrace critical and creative thinking skills, but also to work collaboratively. In the process of doing this, we did not forget about the examination-based system. While this has been effective all these years, the time has come for the education system to rise to the next level. The emphasis on students remembering and recalling facts to gain knowledge needs to be changed to developing skills to know how to apply the knowledge in a way that is relevant to a changing world. To be bold in offering fresh, innovative solutions, problems, and to be confident and unafraid of pushing their boundaries. We owe it to our children to equip them with critical thinking skills, giving them a strong educational foundation to allow them to compete with millions of others studying and working in the rest of the world, so that our children can contribute on an equal playing field in the global village, be it in decision-making, research and development, or business and marketing. Transforming our students into better thinkers to enable them to succeed in any environment will be the best legacy we can leave for them. The I Think program is aligned to be one of the key thrusts of the National Innovation Strategy and is a long-term approach to get our children to use critical and analytical thinking at a deep level so that they develop into inquisitive, disciplined thinkers with questioning minds, allowing them to perform in the international arena. Finally, this dialogue is designed to both support and challenge our school leaders to build capacity and create modern 21st century schools that will nurture a new generation of independently thinking and creative young people. Having a society that can think reflectively, critically, and creatively, and employ these skills and techniques in achieving excellence and contributing to the nation's growth will go a long way to establish Malaysia as a nation that keeps abreast with changes, to ensure its people do not get left behind in this fast and challenging world. Thank you.